Now, getting into the game as well, we of course have two teams that are stacked full of talent. We've got the Pilgrims and Bean Eaters, as we mentioned. The Pilgrims made up of the Junkyard Dogs, scruffy-looking Nerfers, and Oil Can Royds. Bean Eaters, we got Corn, Makos, Big Poppies, and the Myrack Red Devils. Without further ado, here are your starting lineups for the 2007 Royal Rivers Baseball League All-Star Game. First, for the Pilgrims, of course, made up of the Junkyard Dogs, Oil Can Roids, and scruffy-looking Nerf Herders. Playing first base, getting the start, will be Tim Chino. Chino been one of the leaders all season long for the Dogs in average. Donovan Driscoll, Chino's teammate, will be right next to him at second base. David Sheen, the scruffy-looking Nerf Herder, will be over at third base. Sheen, a lot of power from the rookie. Derek DiGregorio, the shortstop. DiGregorio, Driscoll, and Chino in the infield together have been a force for the Junkyard Dogs all season long. Anthony Mitchell from the Nerf Herders will get the start in left field with his teammate speedster Chris Wetmore in center field. Jason Provost, the Oil Can Royds manager, will get the start in right field, while Zach Mueller gets the nod behind the dish. Mueller, of course, a lot of power and is touted as one of the best catchers in the league. Greg Gosling will be the DH and, of course, will come in behind the dish later on in the ball game. Substitutions for the Pilgrims will be Ryan Bonnick, the second baseman from the Royds, Jeff Hall, the pitcher and third baseman from the Junkyard Dogs, Nick Kapoor, the third baseman and catcher from the Oil Can Royds, Bob Riopelle, also a catcher, comes from the scruffy-looking Nerf Herders, and finally Neil Sullivan, the infielder from the scruffy-looking Nerf Herders. Your starting pitcher will be Davis Thurber for the Oil Can Royds. Got a lot of stuff. Good curveball, strong fastball. Has been very consistent all season long. And despite one discrepancy, the Oil Can Royds are perfect with Davis Thurber on the mound. Let's move right into the Bean Eaters starting lineups. And for the Bean Eaters, it will be Mako's Joe Cooley getting the start at first base. Cooley, a strong first baseman all season long, and again, as I mentioned, has been hitting cleanup for the team. Paul Grandy, a newcomer to the league as well, has shown a lot of stuff in the few games he's played for the Makos and gets the nod at second base. Grandy, a solid infielder. Rich Guzovsky from the Poppies will be over at third base. He's been that quiet assassin for the Poppies all season long. He'll be playing next to his teammate Tom Kelly, who will get the start at shortstop. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw Tom Kelly coming into the ballgame to pitch as well for the Bean Eaters later on. Jamie Bermudez from the Myrack Red Devils will be in left field. Nick Velasquez will be in center. Velasquez comes from We Got Corn, and his teammate Bruce Gordon will get the start in right field. Mike Bodridge, the catcher. Bodridge right now looking to be the batting champion of the 2007 season. If he can hang on, Bodridge has got a lot of power as well as he's in the home run derby. Mike Meneses will get the start at DH, and you will see him coming in to catch later on for Bodridge in the ball game. Substitutions for the Bean Eaters, it will be Kyle Provost, the manager for We Got Corn, over at first base. John Periton from the Poppies over at second. Love to see Periton back in the All-Star game once again. Jason Croce, the manager for the Makos, will get some sort of play in the outfield during the ball game. Speedy guy from the Makos. John Francis, the infielder and catcher for Myrack Red Devils. And finally, Paul Asseltine. Asseltine is coming up strong at the end of the season for We Got Corn. It will be on the mound at some point in the All-Star game. And on the hill for the Bean Eaters will be Matt Phelan from the Myrack Red Devils. Phelan, everything about this guy says he should be the Cy Young. So strong all season long. Strikeouts, he's beating everybody by a long shot. He is such a quality baseball player on the diamond, and it's good to see him getting the start. Phelan deserving it on the Bean Eater side of the roster. So it should be pretty interesting. We've got Phelan and Thurber on the hill. It's long awaited between the two, and I think what we'll see is a good quality matchup from both teams. So once again, congratulations to all the All-Stars, the starting lineup, and the substitutions. Everyone deserving to be there on that special day. We ask all of you to come on out, support your team, support your friends, and come on out and really show some spirit. 2007 All-Stars game will be awesome. And, of course, a tribute to all the strong work that all those players have put in all season long. Now, take a look at this. It's going to be all the teams and all the All-Stars by team. And you can check out the alternates as well, because they deserve to have some sort of mention here in the All-Star selection show. And also, we're going to take a peek at one particular player from each team that's sort of above all the rest and has had a great season. And take a look at this. There you go.
Tessie is the Royal Rooters rally cry. Tessie is the tune they always sung. Tessie echoed April through October night. After serenade installed the Needing Young. Tessie is a maiden with the sparkling eyes. Tessie is a maiden with the love. She doesn't know the meaning of her side. She's got a comment full of love. Sometimes when the game is on the line, Tessie always carried them away. Up the road from third base to Huntington, the boys would always sing and sway. 2, 3, 4. Tessie, now send the gravy Charlotte. When I hear them mess around Boston, you know we love you, man, they hear the power to your sound. Don't blame us if we ever doubt you. You know we couldn't live without you. Tessie, you are the only. The Rooters showed up at the grounds one day. They found the seats had all been sold. McGreevy led the charge into the park, stormed the gates and put the game on hold. The Rooters gave the other team a dreadful fright. Boston's 10th man could not be wrong. Up from third base to Huntington, they sang another victory song. 2, 3, 4. Tessie, now send the gravy Charlotte. When I hear them mess around Boston, you know we love you, man, we hear the crowd roar to the sound. Don't blame us if we ever doubt you. You know we could've been there without you, Tessie.
So there you go. There's all the players and per team, and also a highlight of each player there. And it's great to see all those numbers up there for all the players. Great stats so far throughout the course of the season, and I can't wait to get into the playoffs. Just a quick mention. I want to note 3 players, and I only do know of 3, so I apologize if there was anyone else missing. I want to know 3 players that couldn't make it that were selected and weren't on the website. First off, Chris Schuker from the Old Can Royds. He was selected. He cannot attend. Chris Page, the catcher from We Got Corn, also cannot attend. And finally, a player that I think obviously everyone knows should be there, and he's done it on the hill and at the dish, Zach Morris. And he's pitched 2 1-hitters. He's been solid all season long. The guy deserves to be there. Can't make it. I believe he's got a wedding to go to. And Zach, we know you deserve to be there. Arguably could have started the All-Star game. And we know that I'm sure he would have wanted to play. He's going to come back next year, I know, and I think we all owe Zach congratulations for what a season he's put up so far. So congratulations to everybody, including those 3 players I've just mentioned. And that'll be it. That'll be it for us. And we're going to sign off here. And I just want to mention to everybody out there, I really appreciate all the support. I know there's a lot of fun times going into this. Guys, check below. We've got Friday night. We've got an All-Star party. We've got a Red Sox and Yankees viewing party on Friday night at Casey's. On Saturday, we've got the All-Star Bash. It's going to start at 8 o'clock at Casey's. Free food for everybody. We're going to name all the award winners for the regular season, and it's going to be such a fun time. Of course, Sunday morning, starting at 1 o'clock is the Home Run Derby. Got to get there at 12 o'clock set up. I mean, we've got tons of stuff going on that day. So come early. Parking is limited. Guys, get your parking there. Listen, you can bring some coolers, and you know what I mean by coolers. Bring it. Make sure you cup everything. It's going to be a great time. We want to make sure it's a clean, fun ball game. I want to thank everybody. I'm Kyle Provost. I want to thank all the managers out there for being so supportive, and all you players for listening in and tuning in on this. It's going to be a fun, fun day, and I want to thank everybody, and I hope you enjoy the 2007 selection show here on Home Teams Online. We'll see you at the All-Star game, everybody.